What is up, guys? I'm going to be telling you guys a story on how I changed my life with the use of LSD. So, let me tell you about what was going on at the time. At the time, I was struggling with depression, anxiety, low self esteem, and post traumatic stress disorder. So, let me get right into it, guys. And of course, I don't recommend this to anybody, but here we go. So at the time, as I was struggling through these things, I didn't want to take any medication because personally to me, any sort of medication is just a band-aid. So I wanted a permanent fix and I had hope that I could find it. And I did a lots of research into psychedelics and read many stories on several forums that LSD could help people with these sort of things. So I acquired 2 tabs of LSD, and of course I used a test kit, and the estimated dosage was around, I'd say, 230 micrograms, uh, about 115 each for each tab. So what happened was it was about 10 o'clock p.m. I did it by myself because I wanted to, just have a one-on-one evaluation myself. So I took the tabs about 10 o'clock, and about 30 minutes go by. I don't feel anything. 45 minutes go by, and I start to think, oh, maybe I got ripped off. So about exactly an hour passes by. I stand up and just had to stand up to, just walk. And I look down at my feet, and my foot is starting to wave into my carpet, starting to like swirl. And I sit back down, look at my wall, and see a flush of color just wave across my wall. And I was like, oh my God, I'm tripping. So I sit back down in my bed and start laying down and start playing some relaxing music just to set the tone. Start playing Imagine by John Lennon, very relaxing mood. So as the trip started to come on and hit me harder and harder, I just started getting really deep into my thoughts. So what I was depressed over was anxiety and post-traumatic stress, and just all those things at once just collaborated into one big snowball effect. So I started to think to myself that really at the end of the day, although there is such thing as anxiety, to me it was an illusion because you yourself are creating those thoughts by yourself. And, without yourself thinking negative thoughts, then no negative actions would occur. And just thinking about that and knowing I have complete control over my thoughts, I was just able to overcome all those things at once. The depression and the anxiety. With post-traumatic stress disorder, I just had to let go of my past. And if you guys, wanted to know why I had post-traumatic stress, I could do a separate video on that if you'd like. It'd be way too long to fit into this video. So, so yeah. So obviously that took more. It took me a couple, hour or two just to think those 2 things over. It was very emotional. And the last thing, I had low self-esteem. I just didn't like the way I looked. For no specific reason, but I just didn't like the way I looked. So I read on many forums that the number one rule of thumb is to not look in the mirror your first time doing psychedelics. And of course, me being curious, I disobeyed that rule, and I had to look in the mirror to overcome my low self-esteem. And as soon as I looked in the mirror, I looked like a totally different person. And to this day, I still look at myself the same as I did while I was on LSD. I looked at myself as a beautiful, divine soul. And I thought to myself, just while staring in the mirror in awe, I said to myself, there will only ever be one you, so you might as well be the best you that you could ever be. So really, at the end of the trip, I had the most enlightened feeling I could ever have. It was a very beautiful experience, and it changed my life forever. And lots of people say after they have, life-changing trips, it only lasts, or the effects only last like a week or two after, and then they're back to normal. But I can 100% say year after, a little bit over a year after this experience, every day I wake up with complete peace and serenity. I have completely changed my life, and I have changed some of my negative actions that I used to do, and I can get into more into that in a different video. Following that trip, I have, tripped decent amount of times after that, and I have many other stories regarding psychedelics if you'd like to hear. So leave a like, leave a comment down below, and I'd feel happy to do so. And the purpose of this video is to just share the information and educate people on the whole persona on psychedelics. So yeah. But if you guys do have any questions and would like to talk to me, feel free to inbox me through PM on YouTube, and I'd love to answer questions and just overall help any of you guys out struggling through anything. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Have any questions, want me to make more videos, leave a comment down below. I appreciate you taking your time and watching this video. Thank you and have a great day.